Physical and chemical properties. So chemical changes in matter, or the property, is when new matter is formed, and the physical changes are just adding something new to the figure. And these are some examples of physical and chemical. The first vocab term is acidity, and the definition for that is the level of acid in substances such as water, and it is a chemical property. And here is an example of acidity. The second vocab term is color, and the definition is the property of possessed by an object producing different sensations on the eye, and it is a physical property, and this is an example of color. Density. Density is the amount of matter in a given space, and this is a physical property. There are many different numbers that density can be. It can be from 0.99 all the way up to the highest number, which keeps going. And it starts from the lowest number down here and goes to the highest number up here, which is the heaviest, and this is the lowest. The next vocab term is ductility, and this is the ability of a substance to be drawn or pulled into a wire. And this is a physical property, and as in the definition, there is wire, so that is the picture. Flammability. Flammability is a chemical property, and it is the ability of a substance to burn, causing a fire, and here's a picture describing it. Malleability is the next term, and this is the ability of a substance to be pounded into thin sheets, and this is a physical property because it is changing. And here is an example of the thin sheets. It's wire. The next vocab term is solubility, and it is a physical property, and the definition for this is the ability to dissolve in another substance. So this is salt dissolving into this glass of water and is making a new drink, you could say. State. This is a transformation in matter between solids, liquids, and gases. It is a physical property, and here's an example. Solid is holding a shape, liquid is having liquid in it, and gas is air. Thermal conductivity. This is a physical property, and the definition is the degree to which a specified material conducts electricity, and here is an example of thermal conductivity. Next is radioactivity. This is the emission of ionizing radiation or particles caused by the spontaneous disintegration of atomic nucleus, and this is a physical property because it is majorly changing. And here's an example of the atom going to a particle, an energy, and then a radiation. Reactivity is next. This is the state or power of being reactive or degree to which a thing is reactive. And this is a chemical property, and here's an example of different things. This is now odor, and it is a disagreeable smell. Some smells good and others smell bad, and it's a physical property because the smell is changing. And the example is a sandwich that's all moldy, so it is going to smell bad, and you will not want to eat it. If it was a clean bread, it would smell good, and you would want to eat it. Next is mass. This is a piece of matter with no definite shape. So this is a cube, but the cube is taken out of it, and it is a physical property because it is changing the shape. Finally is volume. This is the amount of space an object takes up, and it is a physical property because it changes how much space is left. The blue is water, and it takes up how much space there is, and the orange is the leftover space, and this is describing volume.